For centuries, Rome was the greatest power in the Mediterranean world. Its armies seemed unbeatable, and its reach stretched across 3 continents. Yet, by the end of the 5th century, the mighty Western Roman Empire was gone. How could a superpower that lasted over 1,000 years collapse? The answer is not a single sudden disaster, but a slow process of decay from within and pressure from outside. By the year 300, Rome was simply too large for one person to rule. To fix this, Emperor Diocletian made a historic choice. He divided the empire into 2 parts: the Western Roman Empire and the Eastern Roman Empire. Each side had its own ruler and its own government. At first, this plan saved the state from chaos. But it also created a deadly split. The East was wealthy, with busy trade routes and rich agricultural lands like Egypt. The West was far poorer, with long borders that required expensive military defense. Then came economic trouble. The Western government ran low on money, so it minted coins with less silver. This action caused inflation, a process where money loses value and prices rise sharply. To make matters worse, severe tax burdens forced many poor farmers to give up their lands, weakening the domestic economy. By the late 4th century, a new crisis arrived from the Asian steppes. A nomadic warrior group called the Huns pushed westward into Europe. Their terrifying advance forced Germanic tribes, such as the Goths and Vandals, to flee across the Roman borders seeking safety and land. Instead of integrating these newcomers, Roman officials treated them harshly. The desperate refugees revolted. In 378, at the Battle of Adrianople, Gothic fighters destroyed a Roman army and killed Emperor Valens. This defeat shattered the myth that Rome's military could never lose. But the real turning point was economic and political. Unable to stop the migrations, the Western Empire began hiring entire Germanic groups to protect its frontiers as mercenaries, soldiers paid to fight for a foreign land. Soon, the army relied on non-Roman troops whose commanders held the real political power. In 410, the Visigoths did something unimaginable. They marched into Italy and sacked the city of Rome. 40 years later, the Vandals did it again, stripping the capital of its wealth. By 476, the Western emperor was a child named Romulus Augustulus. A Germanic officer named Odoacer removed the young ruler from power. Instead of putting a new puppet emperor on the throne, Odoacer sent the royal symbols to the eastern capital of Constantinople. The Western Roman Empire had ceased to exist. While Western Rome collapsed in 476, the Eastern Roman Empire survived for another 1,000 years, becoming known as the Byzantine Empire. Farther east in Asia, China's Northern Wei dynasty was also rebuilding state power after its own period of division and nomadic migration. In both East and West, during the 5th century, ancient empires faced massive migrations and shifting borders, but only some institutions were strong enough to survive the storm. Rome did not fall in a single day or to a single enemy. It fell because its internal strength eroded long before foreign forces arrived at its gates.